everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transfer everything from your iPhone to your new Samsung Galaxy S8 or Galaxy S device. All you need is a lightning cable and the USB connector that comes in the box of your new Galaxy phone. Let's get started. When transferring from iOS to Samsung, you need to make sure that you have iOS 5.0 or above. If you don't, it will not work. The second thing is you need to make sure that you do a few things on your iPhone so that the Samsung phone can read it and transfer that data. So to start off, we need to go into settings and then we need to go into our iCloud information. So right here, I'm going to click iCloud, and here we can see that what is backed up to iCloud. So if you currently have your contacts on iCloud, it will not transfer that information over to the Samsung phone. So if you want it to transfer iCloud, you need to turn off the contacts on iCloud and just say keep those contacts on my phone. There's one more thing I suggest you do before you begin the transfer. Over here on the new Samsung phone, when you first set it up, it should prompt you to transfer content via Smart Switch in the notifications. If it does not have that, go into the settings of the phone and then go to Clouds and Accounts, and here you will see Smart Switch. Open up Smart Switch, and then you want to click the settings right here. Click settings again and check about, and then you want to update Smart Switch so that it is on the latest version in case there is any updates that will help this transfer work better. Once that is done, you can now plug your device in. Plug the lightning cable into the iPhone, and then plug the USB into the USB connector. This is the USB-C that comes with the S8, and with the S7 you have the micro USB. Plug that in and then plug that into the phone. This will then prompt you to open Smart Switch if you're not already in there. Then on the iPhone, you need to unlock your device, and it will give you this prompt that says, do you trust this computer? And this is so that it can read your iPhone and transfer the data. So I hit trust, and then over here I click next, and this will begin scanning through everything on your iPhone to see what it can transfer. On the next one. This could take up to 15 minutes, so be patient as it goes through and searches through your entire phone. All right, that took about 9 minutes to search through the iPhone. So that will depend on how much information you actually have on your iPhone. So now it is giving me all this different information. So here it says my transfer will take about 22 minutes, and it is going to transfer 5.27 gig of data. The available space that I have on this phone is 103 gig, but that's 51 gig from the phone and then 51 gig from my SD card. So here it has 1,400 contacts. It has messages, so it would transfer the last 30 days, and I can click the settings right here, and it should give me a few more options. So I could say all text messages, last 2 years, last 12 months, 6 months, as well as just the last 30 days. Here it says 15 calendar events, 132 notes, the app list. So this won't transfer any applications. It will just transfer the list of what you had installed on your iPhone. That's because the iPhone apps and the Android apps are different file types, so they don't transfer over. Here you have your call log and block list, your clock, so that would be your alarms, your Wi-Fi settings that you have, as well as the wallpaper that you have stored on your iPhone. If you have music downloaded from iCloud, it will actually transfer that information over as well, but I don't have any on this iPhone here. Here it's going to transfer photos, so 1.36 gig of photos, and then 403 video items, as well as 21 notes and 12 document items. So that's all that it will transfer, and if you don't want to transfer everything, you can just come up here and deselect the all, and then it unchecks everything, and you could just say I want my contacts and my messages and transfer over. And this only copies the information over from the iPhone. So if you were to keep your iPhone, you could go back at any time and redo the transfer. But let's just see what it takes to transfer. Here it says it's going to take about 22 minutes, and I'm going to transfer everything over that it has available. So here we go. Okay, at this point of the transfer, we're at 1 minute and 40 seconds, and now it is actually saving the information in the correct space. So this will take a little bit more time. And while this is plugged in, the iPhone is being charged, so make sure that both of your devices are charged up before you do this. There are 13 different categories that it needs to go through to save all that information into. But then here at the bottom, it says you can now disconnect the USB cable. Since it has transferred everything over to the phone, we are now free to disconnect so that it is not using any more of the battery from your new Samsung phone. Okay, the total time for that transfer was 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And now here it is saying it transferred 5.26 gig of data. And while it was scanning the phone originally, I believe it temporarily transferred some of that info. So that's why it took so little amount of time. So when you are done transferring everything, here it gives you a few options. So download and install apps. So if I want to see which applications I had downloaded on the iPhone, I can click right here and I can click download. So here it has matched up all the iPhone applications that you had and paired them with Google applications. So if I want to download one of these apps, let's say I want to download this Amex Mobile, I can click install, and once I have a Gmail account, it will take me right to the application to install that because it has verified that that app is also on the Google Play Store where you're going to download your applications. So here under and you can see that it pulled over lots and lots of applications. So over here in the recommended tab, this will show applications that are not currently available on the Play Store and give you a recommendation. So say here this Apple TV remote, I click on there and there are other Android apps that you can actually download that are very similar. Here it couldn't transfer the exact calculator app, so it's going to give you some recommendations. With all of these, there are very similar applications already available on the Play Store that you can use. For example, if you want to continue to use FaceTime, that is not available on Android, but there is an app called Google Duo, and that is actually already pre-installed on your device. You just verify your phone number, have the person that you want to call download it on their either iPhone or Samsung Android phone, and you can begin to video chat them as well. So let's say I want to transfer my Apple Music over to the new Galaxy device. So I click install, and then it's going to have me sign in to a Gmail account. Once you are signed into the account, it's then going to ask if you want to back up information to your Google account, like your Wi-Fi passwords, call history, Google Drive, etc. Then it will pull right up into the Google Play Store where you can download your applications. So here, Apple Music is available in the Google Play Store. I click install. It will download, then I just need to sign into my Apple account to access my music. If we go back, down here we have the back arrow, and that will take us right back to the list of applications. So we're going to go back here. That's how you install the applications. So the next option is download an MOV player. So the videos that you recorded on your iPhone are MOV files, and those are not supported on Android. But if you download an application that supports MOV, you can continue to view your video files. So I'm going to click download, and it will take me to the Play Store that shows me some different applications I can use. The VLC for Android is the first one that pops up. You could also use MX Player, but I'm just going to click the VLC for Android to install that. While that's going, let's go back and check out the rest of these. So here, download a notes app. So all the notes that you had in your iPhone, we want to click download, and this will download a app called Samsung Notes that is able to view all of the notes that you had on your iPhone. So that's downloading again in the background. The next option is to disable iMessage. You'll want to do that before you wipe your iPhone or turn off the network. So it registers that your phone number is no longer connected with iMessage, so there's no disruption in getting your text messages. You can also go to the website there and turn it off. Down here, it's showing the rest of the content that was transferred. Here we have contacts, messages, calendar, notes, apps, all the info, and then that is it. Down here at the bottom of the list, we have the option to select more features. If you click that, it's going to tell you about Samsung Cloud, which is very similar to iCloud, where you can back up all your information to your Samsung account up to 15 gig free right on your device. So you can click there and learn more about it. But now we are done with the transfer, so I'm going to click Close App. So let's check to see what transferred over from the iPhone and how it looks on your new Samsung device. First, let's go into the phone application. So here you can see on the recent, it transferred all the recent calls. If we go over to Contacts tab, here we can see it transferred over contact information. So if I select on AAA here, and I want to click Details, we can see that it even transferred over contact, all of the phone numbers, as well as different notes that I had stored on that contact. Next, let's go into the gallery. If you have the Galaxy S7, you'll see an apps button down here, but on the S8, to go into the apps, you swipe up, and here you can see gallery. So now we can see that the images are right there. They have all transferred over. On the iPhone, you had these different albums, but with the new Samsung phone, it put them all in one album. If you would like to see a different view, you can just pinch the phone and it will zoom out more, or you can pinch in to zoom in further. You can also change the way that this sorts by going into the three-dot menu at the top here and going into Sort By, and you can change if it's ascending, the name of the file, whatever. You can all have those options right in the gallery application. Next, let's go and check out the movies. So there in the Photos app, there were movies that I can see here, but now on the new Samsung phone, we downloaded this VLC player. So I'm going to open VLC, and you'll see this notification a lot on your new Android phone. It's saying, do you allow this app to look at your media? And of course, we want to say allow so that it can access that media. So now I click video, and here we have all the different video files, and it's scanning through those real quick. And now you'll see that those videos are popping up. So I'm going to click on right here, and I'm going to go to this video, and you can see that it is playing just fine. Check out those juggling skills. Next, let's go into the Notes app. So if I go to Notes on the iPhone, and over here, I go to the Samsung Notes, and then you'll get some prompts about how to use different applications the first time you go in there. Here I'm going to click Allow so that it has access to that information. And now it is importing all the data that you had on your S Note application. You'll see that it has all the details that you need right there in S Note. Next, let's go into the Messages application. So here we can see at the top, it has transferred the most recent message. If I open that up, we can see our previous conversation. Let's see if we go back. We'll even see that it transferred over pictures that you had in that conversation. Okay, and last, let's check the clock. So I'm going to go into clock there, clock here. Here we can see that all the alarms that I have on this phone have transferred over, and even more. That is all the information that transfers with the smart switch and the USB cable connector from the iPhone. A few other cool tricks for your new Samsung device. If you have the new Galaxy S8 and you want to quickly get to the camera, all you have to do is double press the power button and that will jump right into the camera. Here, you no longer have a home button, but similar to the iPhone 7 here, if you press hard, if you press firm, it's like a force touch button where it will still go back home, and that's even if the phone is locked. All I need to do is press and it will unlock the screen, and then I swipe to unlock the device. Right here on the left side, you have a recent apps button, and that's like double tapping your iPhone. If you click that, it will show all the recent apps that you were using. And you can just go through and select. If you want to get rid of one, you swipe it away. And if you want to close them all, you can just click the close all button here at the bottom. Of course, you have the home button, and then here you have the back button, which you didn't have on the iPhone. If you use Siri and you want to talk to Google Assistant, all you have to do is hold down on the home button and that will open up Google Assistant, and you want to select Yes, I'm in to begin voice activation. To see the list of all the applications you had installed on your iPhone, you just need to go back into the settings and go into Clouds and Accounts and go into Smart Switch. When you are in Smart Switch, if you click the three-dot menu in the top right, here it will say Apps from Old Device. It will then pull up that list of matching applications as well as the other recommended applications that you have. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn all about how to transfer your iPhone data to your new Samsung Galaxy device. If you like this video, please click the like button below. If you have any further questions, leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if this is your first time here, I'd love for you to click the subscribe button over here so that you can support this channel so that I can keep growing and provide you more content. If you'd like to see more videos about the Galaxy S8, check out over here as well as my latest upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.